Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
On the national news from Babagbagbagede Imo Television, first the headlines. Tinubu applied to Chicago University as male, registrar tells court. 100 billion naira CNG buses. Senate rejects CBN loans, warns Tinubu against illegal spending. Pope suggests Catholic Church could bless same-sex marriages. We kill Chad Benway George. And in sport, Bayer Leverkusen sensation Nathan Taylor extended invitation to Pissarro and NFF. I am Morire Rabila Lawa, the news in detail. The Chicago State University CSU has confirmed that President Bola Tinubu applied to the institution as a male. CSU Registrar Caleb Westbrook disclosed that the institution issued a letter of admission to a male. Westbrook said President Tinubu applied to the university as a male and a letter of admission was issued to a male. The school registrar also confirmed that when Olajide Adeniji was President Tinubu's classmate at Chicago State University. Speaking in court, Westbrook further downplayed claims of the Federal Bureau of Investigation contacting CSU to confirm if Tinubu attended the institution. Westbrook said my statement that Mr. Bola Tinubu graduated from CSU was based on its transcript in our possession. I have never met Bola Tinubu. I have never seen him. He did not visit our campus. He does not donate money to the school. In the US, diplomas are considered merely ceremonial documents. In some other countries, it may be considered more. In the US, more reliance is placed on transcript and not on diplomas. I did not rely on information from public records to come to the conclusion that President Bola Tinubu is the person who attended CSU. I am not aware that the FBI contacted CSU or whether Bola Tinubu attended CSU. The institution decided that my name should not be typed on the "to whom it may concern" letter because of the sheer volume of requests I was getting. Before CSU, I was at UC, Berkeley, and UC. I'm sure people make mistakes in data entry from time to time. Before this lawsuit, I did not know anyone called Bola. It was possible that someone assumed Bola to be a female and therefore marked the Southwest transcript as such. The Senate on Tuesday warned President Bola Tinubu against illegal spending and advised him to seek a supplementary budget for its compressed natural gas initiative. The Senate, through its Committee on Gas, led by Senator Jaribe Jaribe, urged the executive arm of government to expeditiously present a 2023 supplementary budget to the National Assembly to kickstart the compressed natural gas project. This request came barely 48 hours after President Bola Tinubu announced measures to cushion the pains of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians. The lawmakers insisted that the law was against extra budgetary spending. The committee's chairman, who commended Tinubu for the CNG initiative, however, warned that it would be illegal to spend taxpayers' money or the money without approval by the National Assembly and other projects in the gas valuation chain. The senators also advised against extra budgetary expenditure through Ways and Means, saying the legislature was ready to support and bring succor to the people. Jaribe commended Tinubu on CNG revolution to power vehicles. He also stated that the workshop and training for CNG adoption would need to be funded. The president should not embark on extra budgetary expenditure because it would be inconsistent with the provisions of the law. Pope Francis has suggested he would be open to having the Catholic Church bless same-sex unions. In 2021, the Vatican decreed that the Catholic Church would not bless gay marriages because God cannot bless sin. But late Monday, the Vatican published a letter by Pope Francis addressed to a group of cardinals who asked him for clarity on the issue. Though the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PSN, chose to maintain a dignified silence on the issue, an official of the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, CSN, who chose to remain anonymous, the Pope's famous emphasis on pastoral clarity suggests a willingness to address the pastoral needs of same-sex couples and extend understanding and to support them. However, the point reiterated that the Church only recognized marriages as a union between a man and a woman, but could open the door for blessings of individuals in same-sex unions. The Pope said pastoral charity required patience and understanding, adding that priests should not become judges who only deny, reject, and exclude. He said a blessing requested words of plea for God's help to live a better life, even in situations that were not morally acceptable. The religious leader said priests should not only treat people as sinners because they might not fully be at fault for their own situations. Pope Francis suggested that blessing gay unions should not become an official rule, but should be decided case by case because the life of the church runs on channels beyond norms. Benue State Police Command has paraded 4 suspects allegedly connected with the murder of retired Justice Margaret Igbeta at Makurdi residence on August 22, 2023. The suspects who were paraded yesterday at the police headquarters Makurdi, the state capital, by the Commissioner of Police, Batlomi Onyeka, narrated how they carried out the nefarious act. The police said the suspect who conspired to commit the act confessed to the commission of the crime when a team of Operation Zenda arrested them at their various hideouts. In an interview with journalists, one of the suspects, who is a nephew to the late Justice Igbeta, Audemba, alleged that they did acted ante to get back the papers of his father's property, which he refused to release to him after several bargains. Audu said he recruited Uko to assist him in doing the act to the late Justice Igbeta in order to get back his father's property, which they carried out in Makurdi residence by the said Uko, who also confessed to doing the acts to the woman, who is now late, now after nephew Audu hit her with a stick on both ends of Wikina. Another suspect, who was a driver at the late Justice Barnabas Akua Tor, admitted that Audu had been pleading with him to make a way for him to get the papers of his father's property for a fee after selling it, and on that fateful day, 3 of them came but did not tell him that their mission was to do the act, only for him to discover that she was killed the next day. To Osun State. Osun State Police Command has begun an investigation over the incident that led to the death of 2 persons at the Olojo Festival on Saturday. Confirming the incident, spokesperson of the State Police Command, Yemisi Opalola, said the casualties were members of the OPC. Yemisi Opalola also said 2 persons who sustained injuries during the incident are still receiving treatment in the hospital. According to her, the State Commissioner of Police has directed that perpetrators of the act be brought to book, urging members of the public not to panic, but go about their business activities as expected. From Osun State, we go to the last story for the national news on sports. Bayer Leverkusen standout player Nathan Teller has conveyed a clear message to Coach Peseiro and the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF), expressing a desire to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria, despite his eligibility to play for England, as reported. Born in England, Teller's football journey began at the Arsenal Academy before moving to Southampton in 2020. However, it was during a loan spell at Burnley last season that the 24-year-old right winger truly made a name for himself. With an impressive tally of 19 goals and 5 assists in 45 appearances for Burnley, he caught the attention of top clubs. Consequently, Teller secured a €23.3 million transfer to Bayer Leverkusen during the summer transfer window and has since made 3 appearances for his new club. Although his club career is on the upswing, Teller has yet to establish himself on the international stage. Despite being eligible to play for both England and Nigeria, he has not represented either nation. However, his desire to don the green and white of Nigeria remains unwavering, as he reaffirmed in a recent interview. This declaration coincides with the release of a list of 25 players by the NFF for upcoming friendly matches against Saudi Arabia and Mozambique. Teller spoke candidly about his aspirations, saying, "I have always said for the last 3 or 4 years that Nigeria is a big part of my life. Even though I've been an England boy from London all my life, if I got the chance to play for Nigeria, I would be more than happy and accept it. I've already told my parents and friends that I would do that. You are not just nominated like that, you have to work for it and earn it. I want to prove myself here and I get the chance to play. I want to develop further, help the team and the club. If a call comes for an international club, that will be a bonus." To secure support in the Super Eagles, Teller recognizes the need for consistency in his performances. While Nigeria boasts an array of talented strikers, The competition for the right wing position, currently occupied by Samuel Chukwueze, presents a potential opportunity for Tella. With dedication and elevated level of play, akin to his teammate Victor Boniface, Tella hopes to earn a Cup-10 international call-up soon. With our sports study, we've come to the end of today's national news from BGI Television. Before we go, some headlines. Tinubu applied to Chicago University as mayor, registrar tells Cove. 100 billion naira CNG buses, Senate rejects CBN loans, warns Tinubu against illegal spending. Pope suggests Catholic Church could bless same-sex marriages. And on sport, Bayer Leverkusen sensation Nathan Tella extended an invitation to Pesero and NFF. For updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Moviri Rabila Lawal. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.